From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, February the 7th, 2020. Palestinian riots and clashes with Israeli security forces continued today in the West Bank. 2 female Israeli border police officers were lightly injured after rocks and Molotov cocktails were thrown at them by Palestinians while trying to disperse riots near the Arab village of Azun. They were taken to the hospital for treatment. There were also reports of Palestinians injured in other riots, including in the Arab village of Tulkarem, where a Palestinian teenager was reportedly shot and later died of his injuries. The Jerusalem Post cites the IDF saying the teen was hurling Molotov cocktails at Israeli troops. And a number of incendiary balloon clusters were once again launched into Israel today from Gaza. One of them had a warhead from an RPG, a rocket-propelled grenade, attached to it. It landed in a field near a kibbutz, and police sappers were called to inspect and safely defuse the device. No injury was reported. A follow-up now to a report we shared with you yesterday that former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert is expected to join Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas for an appearance on Tuesday, while Abbas is in New York to address the United Nations Security Council. The two will apparently speak together near the UN, reportedly to reject the recently unveiled U.S. peace plan, with Olmert expected to say that he was very close to reaching a peace agreement with the Palestinians in 2008, to show that the Palestinians don't always reject peace plans. Although back in 2015, Abbas said that he did turn down the offer from Olmert because he said he was not able to study the map of the agreement. And then talks broke down completely with the investigations and then charges against Olmert and his ultimate conviction on bribery and corruption charges. In 2018, Olmert told the Palestinian Authority television that President Abbas never said no to my plan. It is true he did not say yes, but it is also true that had I been prime minister for more time, there could have been peace. White House Special Advisor Jared Kushner was at the UN yesterday discussing the Trump plan with the Security Council, and he responded to the Abbas-Olmert report. Kushner told the press, if you really want to make peace, then you need to encourage the efforts of other people to try and make peace, instead of trying to make headlines when you are not relevant and intervening in the situation to get attention. He said, publicly opposing the plan where they had the chance and failed, I see that as disrespectful. The Times of Israel reports that after briefing the council on the U.S. plan, Kushner told the press that he and his team will soon announce a U.S.-Israeli commission tasked with turning the conceptual map of the peace plan into a detailed one that makes sure, he said, that you can have contiguous territory for a Palestinian state. He said that may take a few months, which would, it seem, delay Israel in any annexation. Kushner told reporters that the plan was what we got Israel to agree to, and the most constructive thing that the Palestinians can do is to sit down with the Israelis and go over the plan line by line. Kushner said if they would like to meet, we're happy to do it, but we're not going to chase them. TikTok, which is a popular video-sharing social networking app, has removed a shocking video glorifying Palestinian terror against Israelis after a complaint from Palestinian Media Watch. The non-governmental organization which monitors Palestinian media identified the video, which is an animated portrayal of several real-life deadly Palestinian terror attacks against Israelis, including a car ramming, stabbing, and shooting, portraying the terrorists as heroes. TikTok said our community guidelines make it clear that we do not allow content that promotes terrorism, crime, or other behaviors that could cause harm. We take our commitment to keeping TikTok safe incredibly seriously. They removed the video and banned the associated account. Swastikas and anti-Semitic slogans were found on several headstones at a Jewish cemetery in the Netherlands this week. De Telegraaf Daily and the Jewish organization NIC reported the vandalism on Tuesday in Dordrecht, about 40 miles south of Amsterdam. NIC filed a police complaint and said an attack on the dead is an attack on memory, on respect, and on human dignity. The Druze Veterans Association in Israel announced a week of gratitude next week, the first global week of Hakarat HaTov, gratitude for the Druze who serve proudly in the IDF. The non-Jewish Arabic-speaking minority in Israel is known for its loyal military service to the Jewish state. Shukran Druze 2020, Shukran is Arabic for thank you, will be marked next week with an invite from the initiative to join in by communities, schools, and houses of worship around the world. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, February the 7th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from Central Synagogue, followed by a concert with the late Jules Frankel. At 8:30, we hear from noted philosopher Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz at the 92nd Street Y. At 9:20, it's the film Deadly Honor, which looks at the phenomenon of honor killings. Then at 10:20, we bring you a Kabbalat Shabbat service from the Hampton Synagogue. And coming up right after this newscast, a look at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, February the 7th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.